Why is starting something always so hard? I ask myself this question all the time. I want to do the thing, but when I sit down to actually start, I freeze. I plan and plan, sometimes for hours, days, months, and even years. But nothing ever actually gets started. And it's not just procrastination, there's something deeper going on. It could be my fear of failure, which comes from a deep need for perfectionism. Or maybe it's imposter syndrome, the overwhelming fear that whatever I create won't really represent me. These fears lead me into a spiral of procrastination when nothing gets done, and the cycle starts again. Getting stuck at the starting line always feels so debilitating, but strangely, a little comforting too. In a way, if I never start, I can avoid the fear of failure. But staying stuck means nothing gets done, and that's the real problem. That's why I decided to make this video, to finally say, I did something to completion, without excuses or half-assed attempts. Lately, I've been trying to break free from the cycle. I'm tired of being ruled by my internet addiction and letting distractions keep me from doing something meaningful. It all started when I met someone I care about deeply. I wanted to be someone they could rely on, to show up not just when things are easy, but especially when they're tough. That's when I realized, if I want to build a life I'm proud of, I have to start. I can't keep letting fear hold me back. Who knows? Maybe through this process, I'll find a way to bring order to the chaos in my mind. It might not be perfect, but starting is the only way to get somewhere. You're probably wondering why I am using an AI voice to communicate. That's because I was inspired by YouTuber A. Lillian to use an AI voice in my video. Watching their content made me realize that I don't have to wait for the perfect moment or have everything figured out before I start. It also helped me push past my fear of public speaking, knowing that I could still communicate my thoughts without the pressure of using my real voice. Public speaking, and honestly, just using my own voice, scares me a lot. And I'm not alone in this fear. For as long as I can remember, speaking in front of others has made me feel like I'm choking. The very thought of standing in front of a crowd or even speaking up in a group fills me with dread. My palms get sweaty, my heart races, my legs tremble, and my voice shakes. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's real. The fear isn't just about what I might say. It's about the judgment, the idea that once I speak, it's out there, and there's no taking it back. And I think that's why starting anything is so hard for me. It's like public speaking in a way. When you start something, you have to show up, make yourself heard, and put your work or your thoughts out there. The judgment you fear is no longer abstract. It feels very real. The idea of creating something, of putting my voice out there, or putting something I've made into the world, feels like stepping onto a stage, knowing there will be critics, and I'm terrified of what they'll think. But there's another layer to this fear, the permanence of everything online. Once something is posted, it feels like it's out there forever. The internet doesn't forget, no matter how much we wish it would. That's a big reason I'm hesitant to share anything. The fear that if I say the wrong thing, make a mistake, or simply don't live up to expectations, it could be there forever, following me around. It's not like public speaking where the moment passes and you can move on. Online, once you've posted something, it's always out there somewhere, stored in caches, on archives, or just lingering in the memories of anyone who's seen it. Research has shown that people are increasingly anxious about what they post online, and for good reason. Studies consistently show that more and more people are worried about what they share online because of the potential long-term impact on their reputation, jobs, and relationships. This is the paradox of living in the digital age. We're constantly encouraged to put ourselves out there, but the fear of making a mistake or being judged can hold us back from doing anything at all. And that's what makes starting so hard. So that's why I'm using this AI voice instead of my own. It's easier to hide behind something that feels more neutral, less vulnerable. But honestly, I'm also doing this to prove something to myself. I want to show that even though I'm terrified of public speaking, even though I fear being judged or misunderstood, I can still push through those fears. I can still start, even if it's not perfect. I'm not asking for perfection, and I'm not even asking for things to be easy. I'm just starting. And sometimes that's enough.